Okay.
My name is Kylan.
I'm Aidan.
And we're doing a product analysis on the PS2. So the PS2 was released on March of 2000. It was released initially for the Japanese, but several months later, in October of 2000, it was released for the United States. And then it's the successor of the PS, and it's currently the best-selling console in the world. It was all manufactured in Japan, but later on, when it was selling all of its products, it was moved to China. It has a life cycle of 13 years for every single part.
So we did a slide for each of these parts and the exterior shell, and it just keeps everything. It's the skin of the PS2. That's what this is. It sells for around 16. They're separate parts, so the top is 16 and the bottom is 13. They're both held together by screws. There's some screws down here, 6 screws holding all these together.
And this is the interior shell. It holds like the motherboard and all the parts together, and it actually makes it really durable. Our model was the PS2 Slim, so it may vary between the PS2s. It was around $15 for the part.
This is the motherboard. This is what you need to get it running. This basically holds all the, so right here you plug in some of the parts we'll show later, but these are just information holders. It's pretty important. It sells for about $28.
This is the PCB. It allows the flow of electricity to all the parts, so it can actually communicate and work in the PS2. It costs around $13 to purchase. It didn't have any information on the manufacturing.
This is the disc reader. It's actually pretty cool when you take it apart, but it's simple. It reads your discs. It's around $30 to purchase, and this is the manufacturing cost that's specified in this one as well.
Is that with a laser, or how does it read the disc?
It spins it, then uses a laser to read off information.
Okay.
And this is just a power button. It has a ribbon cable connected to the motherboard. So if you just click the button on the PS2, it sends a flow or whatever to activate it, and it just powers on.
This is the fan. This is the part that I decided to do the on-shape model on. It's around 1.5, and the exterior is like a metal, and the actual fan is like plastic. It's under $1.5 to buy, and basically just cools the PS2 so it doesn't get overheated.
This is what the part I did is the battery. So when the PS2 is not connected to a power source, it keeps the settings the back end settings, the settings you would save for whatever. And it lasts around 3 to 5 years before it actually dies. So it is around $4. These are our sketches. This is the battery, and that's the fan. And then we did all the tests for it.
These are the tests. Basically, information. These are masses, volumes, density, surface areas, stuff like that. I'll show a little bit more on this slide, but that's one of the tests.
And this was our mass volume error. We calculated using adding the material source in the program. This was mine, and then this was Aidan's.
Manufacturing process, it's made from raw materials and it gets turned into the PS2. A lot of this is molded, so there's not any human error. So they all have to be the exact same to work.
PS2, Sony partner of a company with a program called Take Back Recycling Program, where you could just recycle all the parts. And that's their aim for more sustainability.
So they just accept the whole PS2
Yeah.
device and,
But it has a 13-year life cycle, so probably would have never happened.
all right. Another nice job.